9-4 teams on Sunday. Meanwhile, Philadelphia will travel to Arizona while Dallas hosts San Francisco. And all 4 teams are still in contention to win the division with the right breaks, but the Cowboys are on thin ice and can be eliminated this weekend. So, Shannon, where is the NFC East on Monday?
Washington is 2 games ahead of the Cowboys. Really, it's 3 games because they swept them. So they own the tiebreaker, so that's the equivalent of another game, Skip. The Giants is a game back, but the Giants swept Washington. So with that being said, I believe the Browns will beat the Giants. The Eagles are still in the mix because of that tie. I believe Arizona will beat them. The Cowboys is what Skip Bayless wants to know. After you lose this weekend, it'll be over.
That would be way over.
It'll be, and officially, you'll be done.
Good.
I would feel like now they don't seem as optimistic about Alex Smith playing as they did Sunday when he left the game, said it was a calf injury, couldn't get it loose, but we feel very good. Now it seems to me that Haskins has been taking the lion's share of the first team reps, and they don't seem as confident about Alex Smith playing this week as they were maybe at the end of the game or maybe at the start of this week.
Which, by the way, is why Seattle is a 6-point favorite at Washington.
Yes.
Go ahead.
For Alex, I'm gonna stick with my original pick, Skip, because originally I was gonna take Washington because of their defense. It's special. That front 7 is as good as we have in the NFL. And I believe they'll put an immense pressure on Russell Wilson. And I'm going to take the Washington to win.
You are?
I am. I know it's going against my better judgment. But I think since Haskins has been on the bench, he sees it's okay to get rid of the football. You don't have to try to make every play. Holding on to the football, taking sacks, making costly turnovers. Because the thing that really helped them get to this point is that because their defense is playing so well, they're not turning the ball over and giving the opposing team's offense short fields. So I'm going to take Washington against my better judgment because it's Haskins, and I haven't seen a whole lot of good that I like. But he did beat Philly opening day. That says something. But I'm going to take Washington to win a close ball game and end Dallas' season on Sunday.
That is your cowboy-hating heart over your head. Am I right?
I'm saying the cow. Hold on. You told me the sports books got 49ers favored to win. I saw the.
I didn't tell you. They told you.
Yeah,
they do.
49ers got a 71% chance.
And you told me you don't get that spread. You thought that Dallas should be favored at home. Am I right?
I do.
Thank you very much.
I do.
So I'm going to be good to you today since we're getting nearer and nearer to the Christmas holiday. I'm going to say I'll bet you only 1 case of Diet Dew, and I'll take Seattle.
No.
No?
No.
So
Skip, I don't feel comfortable. If Alex Smith was playing, I was like, Skip, you got a deal. But I don't feel comfortable. Now, Seattle's defense has played a little better. But, I mean, you played the Jets. I mean, so was it the defense playing better or were they playing the Jets?
Okay, my turn. I'm going to give you my ultimate 2020 Dallas Cowboy nightmare into this season. This is what I believe in my deepest, darkest heart is going to happen to my Cowboys. I think they're going to win out. I think they're going to win their final 4 games. I think they will beat San Francisco at Jerry World this Sunday in the early window because they got unflexed out of the night window where they belonged. But that's what's happened to them because they're a sorry football team right now.
And the Browns-Giants on Sunday night, right?
Yeah, that's what happened. So I believe that then my Dallas Cowboys will beat Philadelphia at Jerry World. And
with Jalen Hurts.
I believe they'll beat them because I think Andy Dalton right now is better than Jalen Hurts because I think Andy Dalton is still the best quarterback in the division. And he's looking a little better. And the offensive line is starting to click a little bit with 2 undrafted tackles, a rookie and a second-year player, on the corners for me trying to protect Andy Dalton.
Well, we're going to find out when they play Philly how well they protect.
Okay, I agree with that, but let's see what we see. But I just got this. This is my worst case scenario, that they will beat Philly, and then they will go up and beat Jason Garrett. I'm knocking on wood that he's going to be recovered by then. He got COVID the other day, so now Freddie K is going to call plays against Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, he knows he knows what Freddie K can do. I mean, what Baker can do.
I don't think it matters.
He knows all the bodies are buried.
He does, but it won't matter. Baker also knows where his bodies are buried, right? Okay, so now I believe that Cowboys finish out with a victory over the Giants, and that gets them to 7-9, and that, I believe, will tie them with Washington for the division lead. And you obviously know, and I obviously know, that the tiebreaker is head-to-head, and Dallas didn't just lose the tiebreaker to Washington. Dallas got annihilated twice by Washington.
Yep.
Got humiliated, embarrassed, dismantled, disfigured. You can throw any dis in front that you want. It was all-time hard to watch. And I watched every snap of both games, and clearly Washington is better than Dallas. So 7-9, 7-9, boom, there goes Washington, and they would get, obviously, a home playoff game.
Because all Washington has to do, really do, is win one more game. So Seattle, Carolina.
Right. So here's what it's going to come down to for me. If the long shot for me would be that Dallas wins out and Washington loses out. Yeah. But that would require one huge loss at home, and it's the middle of the remaining 3 games to Carolina. Ron Rivera obviously let go by Carolina, and you would think all the motivation would be on Rivera and his new team side, right?
Yes.
And, man, the harder I look at Carolina, they're 4-9.
If they don't rush the quarterback.
They've lost 7 of the last 8. And I don't know if Christian McCaffrey is shut down or not. They keep saying, no, we'll see from week to week. But it feels like he's shut down.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to play this week. So what? So he's missed 11 of 12 games. And you're going to bring him back for 2 games?
They had one impressive win the whole year to me, and that was when Kyler went to Carolina and lost 31-21 to Teddy Bridgewater, who has not had a very good year. Okay, so what are the odds that Carolina would pull off the upset of the year in the NFL and go up to Washington and beat them in the week before the final week, right? That would be my only hope, that Washington would lose out and then we would win the NFC East.
Yes.
But the worst case scenario, the nightmare would be if we deadlock them at 7-9, but lose the tiebreaker, and then we lose all those draft spots because we had a chance to be 3-13 and be up in the, I don't know, top 3,
top
4.
5.
Yeah, right, top 5. And now we're going to plunge down to somewhere in the middle. I don't know, but maybe below that if you get to 7.
Well, yeah, you win 7 games. Yeah, you'd probably be in the teens.
Okay, which is horrible. Then you didn't get rewarded for being a bad team.
Right.
So then come back to my friend Darren Woodson, one of the great Cowboys. What a great player he was. I had the privilege of covering him, watching him.
Played against Woody.
Hey, nobody played harder. Nobody laid the wood harder than he did. Nobody played smarter. He was just a great safety for a great football team. And so I loved what he said yesterday. This is to CowboysSI.com. He said, he's talking about the Cowboy defense. The way they play, it makes the competitor in you cringe. It was my job to hit people, to punish quarterbacks, to have my teammates back. But these guys, I don't know. They're helping up runners, giving love taps on helmets. After the game, it's a brotherhood, so that's okay. But where's the animosity during the games? We just don't see any anger in this defense's veins. We see tackling like they're playing flag football. That's why all season they've been gashed by the run. Okay? So I love what he said. I saw signs of hope or life against a horrible Cincinnati team, but at least they held them to 7 points, 30-7. Well, at least that's a start.
That ain't no start, Skip. Okay?
But you keep telling me this defense is just bad. And I say, no, it's just completely unmotivated.
What?
I mean, how can DeMarcus Lawrence be bad? He's a 2-time Pro Bowler. Alden Smith has played like a Pro Bowler much of this year.
He's played but Skip, are you telling me that D-Law, you see every game that he gives you the effort that T.J. Watts gives?
No.
Or Aaron Donald?
No, I'm saying not. How about my 2 linebackers? My Leighton Vander Esch is a Pro Bowler. Jalen Smith is a Pro Bowler. What's happened?
It's all about, Skip, at this level, it's all about consistency. Because anybody can have one good year, and we've seen guys have one good year. But to do it over and over when teams know what you're capable of doing, when they set their offense, okay, we got to count for this guy. Or we got to set our defense, we got to count for that guy. And then what? Skip, you can't give up 300. You can't give up 290, 240, 240, 220, 185. And people talk about, it's because they're not tackling and they love tackling. No, Skip, I've seen Reggie White help people up all the time. But you know he's coming. I've seen Bruce do it.
He helps them up after he knocks them
yeah,
down.
Exactly. Right. But the thing is, Skip, at some point in time, we got to come to the conclusion. The Cowboys defense isn't very good. They're not.
I just think they have an all-time bad defensive coordinator who has seen his better days in this league.
Maybe the scheme. Maybe they're trying to play a 3-4 defense, and they're more 43 4-man front defense. Okay, I'll give you that. But, Skip, at the end of the day, see man, hit man. See ball, get ball. It's that simple on defense. All that other stuff, Skip, I can give you all this. We're going to play cover 6 and cover 5 and cover 1 with Lurk and Rob this. We're going to trap the corner. I can give you all that, Skip. See man, get man. See ball, get ball.
Especially stopping the run. It's about pride. It's about heart. It's about guts. It's about will. It's about being motivated, and they're unmotivated too often.
Yes.
Okay? So, to me, it starts with the defensive coordinator, Mike Nolan, because even this week, I think Donovan Wilson has been a find at safety. He's been out for a couple of weeks. Watch, he'll bring some new pop to the secondary. And Trevon Diggs has been gone, obviously, and he's a keeper at corner, to me. No?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, I like him.
So, again, I see signs of life here, and yet the worst case for me is because they need help.